Lily and her younger brother Max boarded the midnight train, excited to visit their grandparents. The station was unusually quiet, and the night air felt heavy. Something about the atmosphere felt different. The shadows seemed to watch them as they settled into their seats. As the train rumbled into the night, the lights flickered, casting the carriage into darkness for a moment. When they returned, Lily noticed shadowy figures at the end of the carriage, tall and thin, gliding rather than walking. "Lily, who are they?" Max whispered, fear evident in his voice. "I don't know," Lily replied, her heart racing. "But we need to find out." The shadow figures moved silently through the train, heading toward the front. Lily and Max exchanged determined looks. They couldn't just sit there. Quietly, they slipped out of their seats and followed. The air grew colder, and the shadows twisted unnaturally as they crept forward. They followed the figures to the last carriage, shrouded in darkness. Just as they were about to enter, a glowing conductor appeared. "Welcome, Lily and Max," he said with a kind smile. "You've noticed the shadows, haven't you?" "What are they? What's happening to the train?" "They're from the shadow realm," the conductor explained. "They've taken control of the train, trying to drag it, and everyone on board, into their world." "Why?" Max asked, eyes wide. "They feed on fear and despair," the conductor said. "If we don't stop them, the train will be lost forever." Lily felt a surge of determination. "How can we stop them?" "You must reach the engine room and pull the control lever to change the train's path back to the real world," he instructed. "But the shadows will try to stop you." He handed them a glowing compass. "This will guide you. Stay close together. Your bond is your strength." With those words, Lily and Max entered the final carriage. It was cold and dark, with walls that seemed to pulse. The compass glowed brighter as they moved. The shadows swirled around them, whispering menacingly, trying to lure them away. But the siblings held tight, knowing they had to stay together. Finally, they reached a door at the end of the carriage. The compass illuminated strange symbols carved into it. Taking a deep breath, Lily pushed it open. Inside was the engine room, filled with warm light. In the center stood a massive lever, glowing like the compass. But a towering shadow figure blocked their way, eyes glowing red. "Turn back or be lost to the shadows forever," it hissed. Lily and Max stood firm. They knew this was their test. "Together," Lily said, squeezing Max's hand. They stepped forward, holding the compass high. The light flared, pushing the shadow figure back. With one last push, they reached the lever and pulled it down. Brilliant light flooded the room, and the shadow figure dissolved into nothingness. The train shuddered as it slowed, darkness lifting from the carriages. The passengers stirred, unaware of the danger they had escaped. Exhausted but relieved, Lily and Max leaned on each other as the train pulled into their grandparents' station. The conductor reappeared, smiling. "You did it! You saved the train!" As the train stopped, they stepped off, greeted by their grandparents. They didn't share their adventure, but they knew it would stay in their hearts forever. As the train pulled away, they glimpsed the conductor waving goodbye, his figure shimmering before fading into the mist. The Midnight Express had returned to the real world, and the bravery of two siblings would live on.